Hey guys, it's Kim Boltzma with A Cup of Content, and welcome to the Coffee Break Live, where we dive into the messy world of content marketing and talk about what's new, fresh, and whatever. So there's one new thing that just rolled out that I did not put into our our description of what's going on with the Cup of Content today for this live. But Pinterest actually just rolled out a new profile, and I thought maybe we should take a look at that really quick. Let me switch screens for you so you can see what I'm talking about, but it's really cool actually. So there we go. So you should be able to see that, hear me, and see me in the lower right hand corner. Give me a shout out over in the comments if you are here. I'd love to see who's watching today. And yeah, so this is the new Pinterest profile layout. It looks really cool. Apparently they have also updated the analytics and the insights for Pinterest as well. So that's something you definitely will want to take a look at if you're someone who uses it. I'm going to tell you honestly how I use Pinterest, and you'll see it because I'm actually focused on my board here. But I use mine for, let's see here, let me scroll through here. Mine is, hey Jody. But yeah, let me go back here. I use mine for my blog. So I'm going to click on that. And actually what I do with it is I pin all of the images in my blog posts to my Pinterest page. And so like the main image for my blog post, I actually pin it to a board from the blog. Every other subsequent image I pin to different boards across my Pinterest page so that I can get the maximum leverage out of a blog post on Pinterest. So if I've got 6 different headings in my blog, then I will actually post each of those images across different boards on my Pinterest page. So that's something I want you to think about, especially moving forward with Pinterest. So it looks like we've got Vanessa and we've got Jody here. This is so exciting today. But yeah, so Pinterest rolling out a new profile and analytics and things like that. So this is really cool. So all of your pretty header images are all going to pop up there. So I think that's really cool. So there you go. So that's the new and improved thing with Pinterest. Let me see. Let me switch back over to my screen so I can see you guys. The next thing I want to talk about, this is kind of what I had planned to talk about today, is called Linktr.ee. Now, I think it's really cool. It's really reasonably priced. It's $6 a month on the Pro plan, but they also have a free version. And we're going to take a look at the free version today. And the reason why I'm not going to show you the Pro, I had totally planned on it. And then I was like, you know what, Kim, you can do this for free. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that for free as well, using your own website. So I think that would be really cool. So first of all, let's head on over to, I'm going to have to switch, let me switch over. I know I got Pinterest still up here yet, but let's go over to Linktr.ee. So this is Linktr.ee. It's Linktr.ee. Let me throw it over in the comments here so you guys can see that. So that is Linktr.ee, and that's their pricing. So I went with the free plan. So I'm going to flip over to that screen next, and this is what the free plan looks like. And so the first thing you see up at the top here, I got to move my, hold on one second. I got to move you guys out of my way. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's still there. Oh, this is just lovely. Okay, well, all right. So what is there is the add new button link. So first of all, that's where you would start. So up in the upper right hand corner, you're going to see they give you an instant URL. So it's that Linktree/A Cup of Content. Okay, so that's what you would copy and paste that. And right now, if I click on it, it is going to show you what my screen looks like, which is pretty boring, okay? But all you would need to do is you need to copy and paste, and they give you a little icon to do that with over in the corner. But you can copy that, and then you can head over to, say, your Instagram profile. Let's head over there once. But you can go over to your Instagram profile, and And you could edit your profile and put it as your main URL. Now, let me tell you a couple of benefits for this, okay? And then I'm going to get into some of the cons of this, okay? So the benefits of this is you know, every time that you put a new blog post up, you would have to go in and you'd have to change your URL across the board, right? And, you know, if you do that on all of your platforms, like if you go to, you know, you use it on Twitter, if you use it on LinkedIn, if, you know, blah, 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 you're changing a lot of different URLs. And that's just one more thing to add to your list of things to do. So what you can do is, which, you know, okay, so that's fine and dandy. But so all you have to do, let's flip back over to Linktree for a second. I'm going to click on the add URL, okay? And so now I can create a title for it. And that title I could say, a cup of content for photographers, okay? And then what I would want to do is I want to copy and paste that URL in there. So if I go over to my little URL, copy that, and I go in here and I paste it in there, okay? Now, they've got a little, then I simply just turn that on so it's there, right? And now what I could do is I could go over to my Linktree and I could refresh that. It should show up here. Maybe. Let me check a couple other things. But this is, I'll be honest with you, this is kind of my first run through this. I literally signed up for it before before I went live here because I thought that, all right, you know, this would be really cool to just kind of walk through with you guys so you could actually see what, you know, check it out. Okay, so let me, actually, you know what? I bet I turned it off. That's what I did. Let's go back over here and refresh. And now you should see that I've got this particular link. So I could take this link here, copy and paste that, and put it over into my profile for my Instagram page. Okay, so that's cool. So I could go back here and you can actually schedule stuff with the pro version. You can get more analytics with the pro version, or you can straight up delete this. And I believe you get three links, unlimited links, but you really kind of have a difficult time with like making the theme and stuff, right? So if I click over on settings, I gotta like figure out how I can get this to work. You can, the reason why I'm having a hard time here is that, oh, there we go. Okay. My eCam screen keeps covering up the screen that I'm working on, so I'm trying to work with that. But if I wanted to, I could click on the plus button here, and they're going to tell me that with my subscription, I cannot do that. So, I'm not able to do that right now. So I was going to go with the pro and I decided not to. So let me go back to my Linktree. Oh goodness. Okay, there we go. Not super intuitive in my opinion, but we're going to go with it here. So, but what I could do, I'm going to go over to my settings and I can change like the color of it. And so over on the right here, you're seeing like what my, what that comes up with. So you really don't have a whole lot of options here, which, you know, I mean, for a free version, you know, you can't complain about that. So I'm going to go back over to my links and I could just add another new button. So if I wanted to, I could add like, I could have a link, you know, check out the coffee break live over on Facebook. Okay, and then I could go to my Facebook page, which, hey, there it is. I could go over there and I'm going to go over to my business page and I'm going to go into live videos and I'm going to go up here and I'm going to take off this ref stuff right here and I'm going to hit enter just to make sure I got the right link. There it is. So I can take that link and I could go over here and I could post it in there, okay? So that now that's live, so when I go over here to refresh my screen, we're going to be able to see what it would look like there. Okay. So that's something that you can do. You've got the Linktree branding at the bottom. You're very limited with what your background colors and stuff are like. You pretty much got the Linktree green. You can use black and whatever. So that is all super fine and dandy. However, one thing that I foresee as a problem, this is what's going into the con of this, is I would rather have them go directly to my website. So if you guys are on, if you have control of your website, what you could do is that you could actually use some page builders, especially if you're on WordPress. You could use a page builder, and one of them that I found is called Elementor, and it's actually a free kind of a WYSIWYG, or what you see is what you get, drag and drop type of page builder for WordPress. Now, if you are on the Divi, theme, you don't need it because Divi is the same thing, but this is just like a free version of it. So, but Divi would be the other one. If you're in the Divi theme, or if you have the Divi Builder plugin, you can actually use that to create your own page. Now, if you're not on it, you're just going to have to probably look at whatever website platform you're in and see if you can't create. For example, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to create a new page. Okay. And that's really what you got to do, is just create a little page. And I'm going to have this be, let's see. I mean, you can name it whatever you want to, like what's hot. What's brewing? I got to move my, there we go. What's brewing? Okay. Click. I'm going to use my Divi Builder, and then what I could, I could do all sorts of things. I could click on this. I can make a background. Let's see. I could put a background photo in there. If I wanted to, I could put in, let's put in some coffee because I'm so original. So I'm going to set that as my background. I want it to cover, center, no repeat. I'm going to go over to my design. I want it to be 100%. All that kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to save that, and then what I can do here is I could put in like a little I'm going to put in a little module. I'm going to have a text title, and so what I could do is now I could start to really brand this as myself. I think I just looked up ideas for Linktree, and let's see, let's look at what these guys did. See how they've got like background stuff? So I just use that picture as my background. And yeah, and I'm going to segue away because Vanessa just asked, so is this app to help tie in different social medias to do posts in one place, but post into other social media links? Yeah, so like you could put all sorts of stuff in your Linktree, or however you actually choose to make it on your site. And so it's one URL that people go to, and then you're able to kind of track it based on your website as to what the clicks are, where they're coming from, and things like that. That's the part I think would be a lot more fun and a lot more beneficial for you, is when you're getting traffic to your website, right, from a lot of different locations. And then you're able to present several interesting things to them from that one location. So here, I'll show you. So what's brewing at a cup of content? Okay, so I'll center it. I can do all sorts of things. I can make my, what is this, a header font. I can make it as my my actual font, my branding. That's the other thing, that you can't really do that with with it. So if I go to here's what it looks like, and see I got to change my colors. But that's what I think is was really cool about this, is I can make my text color be really white. I can bold it. I can increase the size of it. But does that, I'm on the wrong section. Let me go down to the header. I can bold that. I can center it. I can make it white. I can increase the size of it. But does that make sense? So now I've got this, and it's all completely branded for me, for my website. It is mobile responsive. You know, I can look at it as a tablet, as this and that, hit save and exit. And then what I could do is I can insert buttons, right? Oops, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cancel that because I already have a button. I'm going to add from my library because I actually have a pre-made button that has all of my branding in it. I did have a button that's got all my branding in it. Okay, well for this case, I'm just gonna let me show it back to you here. I'm gonna go in here and wait for it to load. Oh, come on now. There we go. Oh, the button isn't showing up yet because I haven't really put anything into it. But that's what I can do, and that's what I think is really cool about it is, you know, I have that capability now that I can actually add. What? I'm really confused here. I'm like having a moment where I'm like, I know that I just made these I just made. Oh man. Okay. Well, I'm sad. Maybe I just have it set up a little bit differently in my back end, but you know, I can have. Let's see here. So I can do that. I could have it go somewhere. You know, the design of it, I can center it. I want it to be light. And then I'm going to go and take a look at it here so I can see what it looks like. But that's what I'm saying is like you can actually create them on your own website. And now people can, you know, it's all branded for you. You can dictate from this one page, you know, what's happening. And you can use that same URL, plug it into your Instagram URL. You can plug it into your Twitter URL, all sorts of things. And you can even use this as a page that you share just in anywhere. Like it could be something you share in your broadcast for your bot or for an email sign up. You can make something that links to this at the bottom of your website. But I hope that makes sense because I really think that that could be something that's really super beneficial for you guys is that, you know, you'd be able to, oh good, now I can finally move my screen around. But yeah, so you'd be able to actually create something on your website, use it from an SEO standpoint. And yeah, I mean, I think, you know, that could be really super beneficial for you guys. So, but what do you think? How could you see a use case for this for your own business? That would be my question for you, because I have a couple of ideas that I thought about that, you know, you could totally use this for. So first of all, you could use, like I said, you could create, you know, a webinar sign up. You could do a bot sign up, you know, sign up for our bot, sign up for our 5-day challenge, you know, and maybe you deliver that through your bot, through your chat bot. You could do your email signups, you know, sign up for our email list. I hate that. That's such come up with a better way to say that, but you get the gist of it. You could also, like I said, you could link to a latest blog post. So again, you're only sharing that one URL, and maybe you make it interesting. You know, mine's a cup of content / what's brewing, you know, and that's what the name of it is. And that's always what's in all of my stuff that I share. If I want people to go and check out some like really hot things that I've got going on. So latest blog post, it could be a link to your next live, like I showed you on the other Linktree. You could link to your YouTube channel. For those of you who sell tickets to things or any of that kind of stuff, like, you know, I could see maybe Playing with Fire. You guys might be able to use this. It could go to your YouTube channel. It could go to, you know, an events page on your Facebook page or your website. If you guys, like, for example, if I hold a workshop, I could put my workshop link in there. And maybe, again, you know, now that you've got that one link, that could be something fun that you could put on your business cards too. Like if, you know, okay, it's one thing to, you know, go to the page of your website, but it's another thing to go to a cup of content.com, what's brewing, and you can kind of get a real one-page snapshot of a lot of things that are going on with your business or your nonprofit. You could also put all sorts of freebies and swipe files and stuff on there. Anything that you're using to grow a following. And then you're able to use that whole link in bio hashtag a lot, in a lot more places so that people can actually go and see what you're doing. I don't know. What do you guys think? What else could you see using this for? It's just a question for you. And I think that, go ahead and put it in the comments, but I think that would be really cool is that, you could totally show what's going on in your world. Let me also show you something else too. This is really cool, you guys. I learned how to do this today and I am very, very excited about it. I found out that I can actually share my phone screen with you. Ah, there it is. Okay, so how cool is that? So, but I wanted to show you a little something on Instagram here too, real quick. But this is the kind of the use case for it. So here's my, how photographers can benefit. Now I could take that link and I could, change it to a cupofcontent.com/what'sbrewing, and it leads them to my own personally created Linktree or whatever you guys want to use. And, but there you have it. So now it's one place. I mean, if I wanted to, I can get out of here and I could go to Twitter and I can hop over into my Twitter feed. Let me go to the right profile, go to my Cup of Content profile, and actually, let's go here to the profile. And now instead of my free trial, I could put that what's brewing there. And so now I'm generating traffic to a couple of key things that I want people to check out while they're visiting. I mean, that's super, to me, that's super beneficial. Facebook is a little bit more difficult to do that. You want to probably keep your thing there, but you could use it for Pinterest if you wanted to. You could link to it on your Google Plus page. You can share it in Instagram. You can do all sorts of stuff, but I just wanted to share with you that I think that, the use case for that can be pretty far reaching. Okay. So, but anyway, so there you go. That's really all I had today. I didn't have like 45 minutes worth of content for you today, but that's something to get you thinking is like, how can you utilize that website as maybe a link tree to get people, to see what's new and hot and happening in a one-page snapshot where they could click on it and they can go to other things. My recommendation for you would be, if you're going to create it on your website, that you actually make it so that they open in new tabs in the browser. So in case they do want to come back to that What's Brewing page, they could do that. And I'm going to totally kind of craft mine up a little bit, and I'll share it over on a Cup of Content, and I'll share it over on Instagram later today so you guys could check it out and see what I decided to do with mine. But, I think, oh man, the possibilities are endless. You could put a video on there. You could say, you could have like a little introduction video, or like Vanessa, I'm thinking with you guys could do your little, the video that you guys used for your, when you announced. There's all sorts of cool things, you can highlight on that one page, and you're just essentially creating a little landing page of sorts. And I think that's really fun. It's just kind of a new and fun way that you can market your business. So that is all I had for you guys today. I hope that you're having a great day. It's kind of gloomy here in Omaha, but the ground is dry, so it's going to be a good day. So hope you guys have a great day. I will see you again next week. Again, if you're not subscribed to our lives, you can actually type live in the comments. And our coffee bot has joined us today, and she's waiting patiently for you guys to join and subscribe. And what that means is you'll just get a little notification 15 minutes or so before we go live here, so you make sure that you don't miss it. It will also have the replay link in it, so that's why I say, even if you're watching this on the replay, you can type live in the comments, and the coffee bot will take care of you and get you subscribed to our bot. So there you go. Yeah, that's right, Vanessa. April showers bring May flowers. I can't wait. May is such a great month. It's my birthday. It's Mother's Day. It's Mallory's birthday. It's graduation. It's end of school for a lot of people. So it's a good time. But there you have it. That's all I got for you today. I hope you're having a marvelous day, and I will see you guys next week. Goodbye.